All right. So, by show of hand, in 30 seconds, I would like to know how or who amongst us got paid last month? How about last week? Who is expecting to get paid on Friday, this week? Okay, seeing a few hands, that's good. So the reason as to why I'm here today is to tell you how we are impacted by the 30 payday cycle every day in our lives. A girl right there, her name is Diana. It's somewhere mid-month, and she has an emergency of a sick child. She doesn't know how she's going to take care of her because, as we all know, emergencies keep happening in between paydays. I myself am a victim of that. 12 years ago, when I just got my daughter, I found myself in a place where I had to help my daughter's mom to get milk because she couldn't breastfeed. It was her time, first time. And then we're also struggling to buy her diapers. So went to my employer and asked for an advance. Do you want to know what the comment was? My employer told me that I shouldn't let my poor planning be his emergency. That, up until today, still rings in my head, and it's like I just had it yesterday. Now, it's not just me, but people like me or Diana are here with us today. They struggle through paydays, and they are trying to take care of those emergencies. That's the reason as to why Zofi Cash was born about 2 years ago. We offer instant access to earned wages. We do this by partnering with employers. And if their employees need money to take care of such emergencies, they can access 30 to 50%. And they do this through our mobile app. We charge, of course, a fee, which ranges from 3 to 12%. And this is backed by the employers. Now, our customer journey starts with doing the partnership with our employers, and these do the deduction at the end of the month and reimburse it to Zofi Cash, whatever their employees took. I'm happy to say that I have some clients in the room, so thank you for the support. Our journey looks like this. We launched in 2021. We've been able to disburse side advances worth about 300,000, and we've registered 100% repayment. That's not an everyday thing, but yeah, we've registered that. Now, we've also onboarded over 1,000 companies, and we've activated a few of them, 37, like you can see, and only about 2,000 employees are right now using our service. Now, we do have a funding gap. We have over 20,000 potential clients who can consume our service as we speak today. And these require about 1.2 million US dollars, which takes me to our ask today, which is 2 million US dollars. We want to commit 1.2 into the salary advances. 300K will go into our product development. And then 250K will go into our working capital. And then 250 will be committed to customer acquisition. Now, where will this take us? So far, from what we've registered, we'll be able to track about 70 million US dollars in the next 5 years if we are able to get this. The good thing is our product right now is scalable in about 5 African markets. Uganda, on the side where we are live, we can be in Kenya, we can be in Tanzania, we can be in Rwanda, Ghana, Nigeria, and we are soon closing Democratic Republic of Congo. This is the team that has been working on this. I myself, Gordon Tribamo, who's my CTO, can you please come over? Come on. Yeah, I traveled with him. We do have advisors who have been helping us get this to the market. Thank you so much. I'm happy to take any questions. Him too.
Hi, gentlemen. Good to see you again. Word of caution: I'm a person very much in love with the product, and we have backed the gentleman. Still, I would like to know credit default risk. How does this look like in your product? How do you manage that?
Right. So the way we've been able to manage risk is, first of all, it took us about 2 years, not just to put a product out there, but to think it through from day one up to the last day of the month. How do we disburse this money and how do we collect it back? Now, our secret sauce is called deduction at source. We partner with employers, and the only thing that we need from them is them to commit that at the end of the month, they will collect on behalf of Zofi Cash, remit it back to Zofi Cash, and then their employees can use it again. And that's the reason as to why we've been able to register 100% repayment. Thank you.
Just wanted to follow up on that. Paul, thank you again for the presentation. I wanted to know, I think you've touched on it, so does the deduction happen before the salary goes to the bank?
Correct.
Or it goes to the bank and the other way around?
Deduction is done before the disbursement is done to the bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for your pitch. So my question is around the scale story. What's your strategy in expanding into other markets? Of course, there are other players in those markets. How do you intend to expand into those markets? And what do you feel will differentiate you as Zofi Cash?
Thank you. So one of the strategies that we have is going to be through partnerships. This man has done a very good job in developing APIs. So we are able to integrate with other payroll and HR systems in different markets, but also even in Uganda. So that's one of our strategies for scaling in other markets, but also not just HR and payroll. We are also learning of a new trend of freelance or freelance marketplaces, whereby these people work, they don't expect a salary, but they work. So we're also able to integrate on their platforms and pay them, and then we get paid back when they get paid.
Okay, and a follow-up question. So if you've got a company that's operating both in Uganda and Kenya or one of the other expansion markets, are you able to still extend the same service salary advance to their employees in a different country? Or do you have to kind of start from scratch in that new market? So can you basically leverage the existing customer base to expand?
Yeah, we can actually. Right now, the only reason as to why we are not in Kenya is because we have a limited working capital, but also have so much demand back home in Uganda. But if we got a company that needed our service, we can take care of them. We can do disbursements in all the markets that I've mentioned. And we're actually getting interest from multinational companies. For example, one of our biggest clients in Uganda is called Rigo Paints, which is in Kenya and Tanzania, I believe. They recently were asking us if we could offer the same service in these markets. So, yeah, we can. We're able to do that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.
Can you hear me? I can now be heard. There we go. Thanks for the presentation. How would you build a team and a product if you had to pivot into focusing on freelancers?
How?
Yeah. What would it look like? I'm sure you've thought about it.
So, well, the people who are running these marketplaces have these people who are vetted already. They know their star performers, and they can predict when they're going to get paid and how much they're going to get paid. So with that, we can, they'll put in a request, and then we won't, of course, give them like 100% of what they expect to get paid. Give them a fee, a percentage of that, and then once they get paid, we'll get paid back. Yeah, it's still the same strategy. Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, we have about 9 seconds to go. Any last words?
Well, we are ready for that check. We are ready to go beyond Uganda, and we definitely know that the continent needs more payment cycles.
Yeah.
People need to get paid sooner.
Amazing. Before I say something, Mukasa, you have a
Paul,
question?
really amazing product from countrymen. That's why I'm really connected to it. Just wanted to know how long does it take from the time a request is made to disbursement? Because I know one of the challenges you're solving for is the the long processes of the banking system.
I wish they could let me just 2 minutes and I show it to you, but to answer you takes only 2 minutes. And then from putting in a request to getting approval, just 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yep.
Great.
All right. We can do it later,
you.
maybe.
You haven't tried his product?
Not yet. but
Okay, fine.
I'm looking
good.
forward to
Yeah.
trying it.
Yeah, I'm happy to do a demo. I've been doing demos since yesterday for different people. So yeah, I'm happy to do a demo for you and everyone else here.
I think this is just a by the way. One of the biggest advantages that you could actually take advantage of in the country right now is some of the regulatory issues that are going around the digital lending status in Kenya. There's a lot going on. We'll talk on the sidelines. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
Yeah, we can talk on the sidelines because we've got other startups that are pitching, but this is quite an impressive startup. I wish you would have something for the informal market, although the risk is too high, I'm afraid. But we could talk about that.
We can manage. Thank you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
With all that risk?
we have this well thought. We know if we are going to deal with people who don't have formal jobs, how we would approach it, and those who have formal jobs. As long as we know where to collect the money from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be on risk-based lending, eh?
Sorry?
That would be on risk-based lending, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, fine. We'll talk about that later
All right.
on.
Thank you.
So much. I found it interesting. I concentrated all through, but all the best, bro.
Thank you.